The equipment shop that farmers in Clay County rely on is facing major renovations. The John Deere shop in Fairfield went up in flames last night.
It's being ruled a total loss. A dozen different fire departments worked through the night to put out the blaze. News 5's Nathan Gogo live in Fairfield tonight. Nathan, that fire, is that contained at this point?
Good evening, Katie and Colin. You were looking towards Highway 74 where the road was closed off for more than 10 hours. The reason why, well, the smoke was making it unsafe for drivers to move through, and the reason what they did was they made it people have to be rerouted to two different gravel routes, making them move to Highway 14. They're still making sure people don't go on this facility. Again, I'm at the John Deere Oregon Trail facility. Now behind me you can see extensive damage from the fire. Dennis Fike, the Fairfield fire chief, says that the fire was contained right around 2 p.m. But now that the fire is contained, now they're looking towards the investigation of the cause.
This is probably one of the larger fires that we've had in the county.
Clay County Sheriff Jeff Franklin says the large amount of fuel, oil, and other combustibles inside the Oregon Trail dealership triggered multiple explosions.
It has a lot of different roofs and ceilings and stuff, so it's been a hard fire to fight.
There were no injuries during the blaze, but the building is a total loss.
One of the buildings is only being held up by several combines that are sitting in there that are pretty much melted underneath.
12 different fire departments responded to the massive fire.
We had anywhere from 10 to 15 trucks doing nothing but going and loading up with water and dumping it into dump tanks so we could fight it.
With temperatures soaring into the 90s, some firefighters had to be treated for heat exhaustion. To stay cool, firefighters rotated shifts and EMTs were on the scene providing water and medical help.
The community has been greatly involved in bringing things out here to make sure there's water, Gatorade, and food so that the firefighters can keep going.
Mike Kongs is one of the owners of the facility and says they'll be moving their offices and workers into a different building temporarily.
We have a philosophy that you make what you've got, basically.
Kong says one of their other facilities was hit by a tornado recently, and they were back up in 8 months. He says this may be a longer rebuilding process.
We're here to service our customers, and we'll be here and back up as soon as possible.
Lost customer equipment was lost in the fire. You can see obviously extensive damage to that, and with this so close to harvest season, Kongs is making sure that they're going to make it up to their customers that lost the equipment. They're also making sure that employees aren't losing their jobs over there. So there's many people that worked in these offices. This building held many offices, and they're going to be relocating temporarily. It could take over 8 months like we saw, and they're going to be locating to buildings that they own right next to that, and also relocating to other facilities. They have 6 other facilities across not only Nebraska but Kansas. So the good news is, one, there's no injuries, and also that it looks like no one's going to be losing any jobs over it. Katie and Colin.